We have all these people come from all over the country to come to Texas, and the first thing they always want to do when they get here is they want to go eat barbecue. They always reference like, oh, I read about such and such in Texas Monthly. Let's go see those guys. Texas Monthly is the barbecue Bible of the state. Daniel is the barbecue editor for Texas Monthly. He is the guy in the barbecue world that you want to come by and write a review or whatever he does about your place. So I'm down here. It's the first day we're doing live fire chicken. We're running late. We're like 5 minutes till we open, and I've still got 30 more degrees for these chickens are even close to done. And Caleb comes down and goes, hey, Daniel's here. And I said, bullshit, he's not here. So he goes, no, he's here. I said, man, fuck you, there's no way he's not here. And so I get the chickens done, I run up here, and sure as shit, he's the first guy in line right there on Saturday. We've been in it twice. The first time, we got the call before the article came out. They kind of call you and say, hey, you're gonna be on a list that Daniel's putting out. So we were pretty pumped. And then when it finally came out, it came out online first, then I think in print a couple weeks after that. Bar A Barbecue. I think we have a unique name for first. Everyone goes, what the hell is Bada? Caleb is my brother. He was the head herdsman at the V8 ranch down in Bowling, Texas. As a side thing, what he did down there was he opened up Bar A Show Cattle. I just said, we're just gonna steal Bar A and we're gonna name it Bar A Barbecue, and you're gonna be okay with it. So that's a big brother, little brother thing.
So where is Bar A Barbecue located?
In Montgomery, Texas. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we open up at 10:45. We go until 6:30 or till there's nothing left. So Thursday, I get here about 4 o'clock.
So how'd you come up with this concoction?
TikTok.
Okay.
First thing I do is I go up top and I put the sides that we prepped the day before, I put them in the ovens and get them going. And then I put all the meat on the pits. Then we light the fires. We use all post oak. Post oak is just a super mellow wood. Doesn't put a lot of flavor and stuff on what you're doing. It's super chill. So that's why we do it. And because Aaron Franklin did it, so everyone uses post oak now. So when I'm here, because I'm only here the first hour myself, we'll usually put on some type of form of country music. I don't know, I just think it's something probably more relatable, you know, coming from a smaller town and stuff like that. I don't like to run the ribs and the briskets the same way. It's a completely different fire style.
Yeah.
So having to time ribs on this was just a pain in the ass. We've got 2 offset smokers, both old propane tanks. One's a 500-gallon mill scale, the other's a 1,000-gallon Syntex. This one is Palmer. That's named after my firstborn, my little girl. This one is just, it's the Goldie's pit, so it's Goldie or whatever.
Dude, the Syntex, dude. This is only the second one I'm seeing in person.
I hate to tell anyone to go drop 20, 30 grand for their first smoker, but man, if you've got the money, 100%, go buy a Syntex. It just sips on wood all day. It likes to run really hot, so I have to almost, like, I keep the stack pretty shut just because it really, really likes to pool.
You want a nice coffee?
Yeah, I love one actually, thank you.
Keegan comes in with me at 5 o'clock. He does a majority of the side prep. He doesn't really like to be out in the front around people and around the crowds.
You know, dishes don't talk back, so that's a good part. No, I like being back at house, cooking, prepping. That's what I like to do.
So before Bar A, were you working like barbecue at all or any food industry type stuff?
No, I was an aerospace inspector.
Wow.
But he was coming like every day and ordering like a pound of brisket and a half rack of ribs and salt and eating all of it. I'm just like, after like 2 weeks, I'm like, dude, like, are you okay? Like, what's wrong with you, man? And he was like, no, it's just, I love coming out here and hanging out. I'm like, well, you should just come get on payroll. You're here all the time. And he was like, man, I would love to. And I'm like, show up tomorrow, dude. And he ain't left since. We ain't run him off yet. I love Keegan.
I didn't tell him I could cook. And then he was like, hey, I need help doing something. All right. It's like, can you chop these onions up? Yeah, sure, man. I've been cooking for a long time.
Saw me cutting onions, they were like, holy crap, dude.
He has a pretty advanced culinary background. Having him on staff has been great for kind of making some of our dishes a little bit better.
He's only a one brother.
You get fat enough, you can't feel shit in your fingers no more.
That's an insider tip.
Insider tip, man. In general, you can just call it craft barbecue. I like to say we're Texas style with just kind of how we season stuff. It's, you know, salt and pepper. Everything in here it's out of grandma's cookbook. Yeah, I mean, that's about what I'm looking for at this stage. Maybe a little bit darker, but we're opening the doors a little bit early a lot, so not quite as smoky for as long. Normally about this stage, like you'll see tomorrow, they're pretty black at that point. Yeah.
What is your least favorite thing to cook and why?
Brisket, not even close. Yeah, it's the least profitable thing we do. It's the biggest pain in the butt. It's brisket for sure.
See, this shot right here is just gonna get you views.
Yeah.
Got the good looking one doing it.
It's nice, it's nice. We got Caleb, he's my brother. He's about 5 years younger than me. Everyone thinks we're twins most of the time, but he is younger than me. He runs the block as far as cutting. And I'll be honest, I was worried bringing Caleb on board initially. You know, I didn't know how he was gonna be, because honestly, he was leaving a great sales job, took a massive pay cut to come and help me. Man, he has been just lights out from day one.
It's a love-hate relationship, you know, working with family. Luckily, me and Cooper, you know, if we argue, it lasts about 30 seconds, and then we forget about it, you know, because we're too tired or we got too much stuff to do, you know. You know, you're building something bigger than yourself.
What I most appreciate about Caleb is just how hard he works and how attention detailed he is. He cares a lot about everything his knife touches. There's almost at times he annoys me because I'm like, dude, that brisket was great. He's like, no, man, it was terrible. I'm like, all right, man, you need to lower your expectations a little bit sometimes. But no, he's good. We're not putting flowers as garnishes and stuff like that. You know, it's just, I think we're a very old school, just kind of classic vibe to what we do. You know, your brisket, pork ribs, smoked turkey, and we've got 2 sausages that are on the menu full time. Sides, you've got our green bean casserole, our cheesy taters, which is basically a twice baked potato casserole type dish, pinto beans, our cucumber salad, and then we also do brisket dirty rice, which is just another way for us to kind of get rid of some excess chop or trim or stuff like that.
Y'all ready? Yep. I think it's easier if you taste your food every day, you stay on top of, nothing can get too far off where you want it to be. You know, I don't think enough people try their food, not just barbecue, at restaurants in general, don't try their food enough.
No matter who walks through this door, that better be the best looking plate, tray, slice of brisket, rib, anything. If it's not the best, we don't serve it. This stuff's not cheap, you know? Even at 25 bucks a plate, it's expensive. So it better be damn good. You know, that's our duty and our part to make sure it's damn good. Thursday's always kind of a slower day for us. You know, a little bit, not as much volume, focus more on plate sales and stuff like that. You know, and it's not that we didn't have success with meat market style here, but people were just so confused. You came in, ordered a half pound of brisket, a pint of 2 sides and pudding. Like, yeah, you just ordered 2 pounds of food. So that's the thing we do that specifically caters to Montgomery's customers.
It's like I go back and forth on the plates, you know. I'm like, it takes the fun out of building those big platters, but, you know, at the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do. What's up, buddy? Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna get you a fresh cup, okay? Yeti, if you're watching this, please sponsor us.
People will forget the thing they bought from you, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. And if you come to Bar A, we want you to feel like you went and, you know, you're at your buddy's backyard just hanging out.
So I think it's important for people to understand, like, you know, the restaurant world is not just what you see on social media. You know, it's not all sunshine and sellouts. You know, there are not every day is a record-breaking day. You know, there are some days where it's not fun to be here because there's no one here. You know, and that's why we do what we do, to serve people. And if there's no one here to serve, it can get tough mentally at times. No Keegan today. He's going golf.
Yeah, he was telling us.
I own the damn place and I can't get a day off to go golf. Bullshit.
So I was born here in '94. From high school, I went out to A&M Commerce out in East Texas. From there, got married. We moved out to the Carolinas for my first real big boy job and was in sales. And then we got back to Montgomery once the chance presented itself. And we've been here for the last almost 4 years now, and don't ever plan on leaving again. Bought our first house here in Texas, and when you buy your first house, you got to buy a smoker. So I went and bought a Traeger, and the first couple briskets I made were absolutely terrible. Every man in this state has tried to smoke a brisket or something, and it's been awful. And then you go to these places that have been doing it for, you know, years, and they got these big brick pits and big propane tanks, and you're like, man, how cool is that? And it's this great product. You just kind of drawn to it.
Are you cool to be in the video?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if I'm allowed to be.
Tristan, we call him T. T is 100% invaluable, and that's what I appreciate the most about him. He's always out changing trash cans, you know, hitting tables, sweeping underneath tables, sweeping the air. I mean, T does all the stuff that no one else wants to do all the time. But man, he works his tail off.
He does everything like he's still in prison. Just like bowed up, just bare his chest. The funniest thing ever.
How's that brisket that Ant smoked here?
This good?
Oh, okay.
It's great.
Team member 1, because she's my wife, Shelby. She is co-owner with me. She handles any desserts or baked goods is her.
Man, it's a good thing you've got a woman around.
I know, it'd be lost without me.
No doubt.
No way.
No doubt.
There's nothing I don't appreciate about what she does. She just jumps in and helps where it needs to be helped. So I really appreciate having her. It's great. It's honestly been good for our marriage too. Not that we had a bad marriage, but it's just, I feel like it's made us get a little bit closer, being around each other all the time. So I do enjoy that.
Not bad.
We actually found this old ice cream trailer up in Amarillo, Texas. So we worked out a deal and we picked up that one, and now we have that blue one there that goes out probably once or twice a week to different things.
Yeah, now we're in a rush.
Okay.
Pull out.
Montgomery is a small Texas town. The city limits only has like 480 something people in it. But Montgomery is the birthplace of the Texas flag, which is always really cool. There's a lot of history in this town. So to describe Montgomery is it's a very historical, old Texas town.
Today we are going out to feed our local junior high here. Most Fridays there's a food truck at one of the schools around.
Does you want cheese on it?
Do you want us to go ahead and put the cheese on those potatoes? Yeah, you're good. There you go. And we've got drinks in the ice chest. Yes, ma'am. It just kind of pairs well with the chocolate and gives it like a smoky flavor. And then we use tallow. So instead of using like butter or anything, I use like a beef fat in there. You wouldn't know it, wouldn't taste it, but yeah. There you go. Yes, ma'am.
I hear you. This your first time here, buddy? Awesome. I'm gonna put a brisket burger in there. Okay. So we make this with our brisket rib trim. It's really good.
Oh.
I'm up.
We try and cook enough to be open till 6:30, but some days it just doesn't work out that way. I hate when people drive out here from hours away and they get here at 3 or 4 and we have nothing left. I can't stand doing that to people.
If y'all want to learn something about country music, I'm the man. Alright? There is very few things in this world that I would consider myself a connoisseur in, but country music. Dare I say classic country. Alright? Got her down pat. You guys T, man. There's me and him here. Woo! Dog, it's a concert in here. I'll turn it on shuffle mode, and it could go from Merle Haggard, Silver Wings to, Hard in the Paint, Walk the Flock. Oh, I was soft inside. There was something going on. Little drum. That's what they call a buckle polisher. All right, polish that old buckle dancing.
We were starting to do enough briskets that we had so much trim. It was like, hey, we got to do something with this brisket trim. We can't just keep, grinding this stuff up for burgers or throwing it away. So we started making sausage and getting into that process.
But I'm a little bit like, some people will like, oh, I'm gonna twist it till it's tight enough. Like I can feel it in the casing. I'm like, I'm gonna twist it as tight as I want it to be. It's up to the casing to hold it. Show them it burst. I don't give a shit. Every now and then they pop. Even like trying to sell to, 100 pin masters instead of just all the people in Montgomery County.
And there's days that I don't get to go do certain family things because I've got to be here for a catering or I've got to get, sausage done or something. And I try and not have them here. My goal is to have everyone here about 4 days a week and me here about 6. Because I don't think anyone should ever outwork me or be here more than me. At the end of the day, this was my dream, my goal.
So how do you know when they're ready to pull?
A lot of it's like the color and like the dryness. You just kind of tell.
This one's done here.
They'll feel pretty broken down, but not like totally broken down. I'm trying to catch them like just before they break.
Put it on the point side or just right down the middle?
Just like that.
I do think we do a really good job of brisket. I'm not going to say we're the best. I'll never say we're the best at anything, but I think we're up there in the state with the brisket we put out. I think we have a pretty dark bark compared to a lot of other places. And it's because of that cold smoking we spend the first couple hours, putting a lot of smoke and color on stuff. Anything special to it? No. It's just 16 mesh and season all.
How'd it feel? Feel good?
Yeah.
I just think you get a better product when you don't wrap it so stuff.
Yeah. It's so barky.
I'm here till usually about 7, 8 o'clock or so because I cook everything, I pull everything, and then once I pull it, I leave. Saturday we call it platter day because that's the day we're pumping volume out. I get here about 4 on Saturday again, and then everybody else gets here about 6 or so because we're all kind of getting breakfast stuff ready for the day.
Yeah, Cooper was telling us you guys have like an old building out back there. It's like haunted or something. Like a billionaire owned it, and now it's like haunted. It's like a mill. Hey, how's it going, sir?
What? Recording?
Yeah.
I could have gone my whole life without you telling me that.
Sorry.
You guys hired?
I'm Coach Wilson. Wilson.
Hey, good to see you again. That's right.
My dad comes in on Saturdays, and he kind of runs the dish pit for us Saturday because it's all kind of on hands on deck with everything going on. Usually the amount of people we have in here. That dude will show up at 6 and he'll be on the dish pit from 6 to 5 or 6 to 6 just rolling. And he's my dad, so I love him.
Hey, that's the cleanest dish in Montgomery County right there, my friend. You could damn near eat off this thing. I'm not coaching. I'm washing dishes.
Yeah, I guess it'd be family style. It's all family here damn near. So yeah, I call it family style. The advantage and disadvantage at the same time is it's family. Because you love them, but you're around them all the time, and you'll have those days where like just the way they breathe pisses you off. But you know, at the end of the day, it's family. So you just got to figure it out and work your way through it.
So my grandma used to feed us when we were younger. That's why we look the way we do. Cokes and biscuits.
I'll do it to you.
Oh man. Quick, fast, in a hurry too.
So Saturday's breakfast only. We'll have our kolaches, or klabeschneck is the correct term. You know, it's a meat-filled pastry, but we call it a kolache because 95% of our customers have no idea what the hell a klabeschneck is. But the chefs community does care very much about you calling it the right way. They will come after you on social media for sure.
Oh, here's a kolache.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, it smells really good. It's like savory. It's got like barbecue sauce on it, so it has like a little bit of sweetness. Nice and salty, and then the bread on the outside is like buttery. Really good. We asked me like, you want an egg McMuffin? You want this? It's like, yeah, I'll take this.
Love it, love it, love it. Got some brisket ready to be chopped up for breakfast.
Nice. You ever take a brisket and just like bite it like a sandwich? Just like
I haven't yet.
I've always wanted to do that.
Yes, I've always wanted to do that. Michelle, I got your brisket right here ready to be chopped. Well,
I'm chopping it?
if you want to, or I can chop it.
No, I'm fine.
And then we have Michelle comes in on Saturdays. She's a super hardworking girl. She comes in on Saturdays, helps with sides, and she also helps serve a lot of the breakfast stuff on Saturdays too, and everybody else kind of tie it up, prepping stuff for Saturday. She's great. Love having her around.
This is for breakfast. Our breakfast tacos and for our biscuits and gravy.
There's also a lot.
People coming in.
Yeah, so we'll do breakfast from 8 to 10:30-ish, or until the breakfast is gone, and then we start the lunch at 10:45.
How we doing, brother?
Good.
Okay. Brisket and ribs. Yeah. On that brisket, you want interviews.
What drinks is served? Some water, tea, soda, and there's a couple that are. Yeah, y'all sold out early yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
Came and almost cried.
I was like, you better hurry, they'll be sold out by noon.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Being able to making payroll, making bills paid, still having some left over, and getting to keep doing the dream every day is what makes this worth it.